If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Utah Utes, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders will kick it away first. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rides the back on the option, the give. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Caught in the backfield, it's Bray. At the 40, there he goes. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here's the give off the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Brady. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. To the end zone, and it is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bray. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
That's caught. It's Bray. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Utes will hustle to the line. Using his legs, it's Parker. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll try the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! Extra point here will tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun to give, looking for room. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. With the catch, it's Eakin. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Using his legs to buy some time. That's caught. It's Virgil. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Dickey. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12. And
wide open on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a first and goal opportunity.
The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Banks to grab. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that one.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Morton. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Joyner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the tight end. The toss sweep to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just plowing ahead. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Right back to the well. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. To the air, it's Morton. Throws toward the end zone. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He's looking to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great. Here
he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Joyner. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, they block it. He's going to scoop it up. All by himself down the middle. At the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utah. He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, the extra point is blocked. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the...
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Joyner.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Some misdirection with the counter. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Hudson. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Red Raiders will have it first and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Back to pass. It's Morton. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone. He'll bring it out. It's Bray.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the handoff. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bray to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hauls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Finds a little space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air. It's Dampier. The short hands, it's Simmons. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He'll pull it on the read. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play.
Touchdown, Utes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Grab behind the line. It's Carter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Dropping back, it's Morton. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got a wide open receiver. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, the running back has it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gets the back moving. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dan.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Virgil. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Big try for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Bringing the heat. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Cal. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Simmons. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Makes the grab. It's Parker. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
With the catch, it's Bray. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
I think that's a situation here, tie game, 4th quarter, ball somewhere in the middle of the field. You're just trying to put it in your quarterback's hands, trusting your offense to make the plays necessary to go score and win the game. Now, you're not able to do it, so now you need your defense to come out here, bow up with their backs against the wall and try to save this game for you.
Going to the running game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We'll get it started here in overtime. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Parker. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Third and goal, and you really hate to settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. He wants it all. Touchdown, Utah! They strike first in overtime. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Morton. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run play action. He caught it. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Trailing by a touchdown, third and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab. This offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Defense gets a stop. It's over. 4th and goal. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Going for 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They've got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
With a touchdown. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Pulls it in. It's Brake. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Forced out of the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Utes. They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They want to throw it. Rush is on him. They couldn't get it in, and what a heartbreaking way for this one to end in double overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them.